We're live from Rangers Stadium here in Smithson Valley High School, where we have Rangers soccer today. The Smithson Valley Rangers 11-4-1 on the season against the Canyon Cougarettes, 13-2-2 on the season. The Rangers top of District 26 playing the Canyon Cougarettes, who are sitting fourth in the table with their district record of 8-2-1, coming off a loss against Piper their last game. Smithson Valley coming off a victory against Veterans Memorial, a 10-0 victory at Veterans Memorial. Head coach Jason Atkins and the Rangers looking to continue a hefty winning streak of 5 games against the Cougarettes, who just had a 5-game winning streak snapped after Piper beat them 1-0. There you see the Rangers getting ready for this matchup between the district rival Canyon Cougarettes. Head coach Jason Atkins for the Rangers, head coach Sergio Martinez for the Canyon Cougarettes, where tonight the Smithson Valley Rangers wearing their blue kits with red shorts, white numbers. Canyon Cougarettes wearing their white kits with red numbers, keeper kit being black and blue. The keeper kit for the Rangers, red and white. Smithson Valley will start off by moving left to right. Canyon Cougarettes moving right to left, and there you see the keeper for the Rangers, Caitlin Waters, wearing the 00, the junior. In between the pipes for coach Jason Atkins. Just reached his 350th career win a few weeks ago. Looking to add to that tally here tonight in this district matchup. There you see coach Sergio Martinez in the white, the head coach for these Canyon Cougarettes. They'll have kickoff to start the first half. Callie Meyer will be taking the kickoff. A player to watch for the Cougarettes. A run and gun straight over the top. The Cougarettes starting off this game with. Cougarettes coming off of a tough loss against a Piper team that could be competing for the top of the table at season's end, as we're nearing the season's end here. 3 district games left, including this one, so just 2 district games for these 2 teams after tonight. Quick throw and taken by the Rangers. Rangers team that has the capability of scoring goals fast and often against a Canyon team that has the same capability. Hotchkiss wearing the number 11, passing it to, that's Natalia Hindress. They will play it all the way to the back line of the Cougarettes. Looks like a 3-5-2, possibly a 3-5-3-4-3 as some midfielders will move up. Throwing on the far touchline for the Rangers now. There on the far side, the throw-in's been taken, and looking for the deep ball over the top, the Cougarettes, and Cougarettes throwing on the far side, the attacking third. Rangers coming off that 10-0 victory against Veterans Memorial, which pushed them to 11 victories on the season. And continuing a 5-game win streak, started against Piper. As the Cougarettes now looking threatening, that's Callie Meyer with the ball in the electric blue cleats. Back to Meyer, and will run out of play. Rangers throwing coming up. Meyer, a player will be highlighting often due to her prolific playing for this Cougarette squad. There's another deep throw in for the Cougarettes coming up. As the Rangers right now just trying to clear it from their back line, trying to give them some time to breathe, as there's the foul on the play. So far, everything's been on that far side of the pitch for either team. Smithson Valley hasn't had too much possession yet. Caitlin North to take the kick. The junior defense. Junior defender takes the kick now. Relatively low kick taken, but cut off by the Cougarettes. Back to the Rangers. Now Hennick and Meyer with the 1-2. Cougarettes Driving in straight up the middle right now. Over the top as that one will run to the keeper Waters and will go over the touch line. Waters will take the goal kick herself, it looks like. We've seen a handful of keepers opt to let their defenders take it. And it looks like Waters will opt to let one of her defenders take it now. That was Caitlin North taking the kick once more. Still both teams deciding to play in the wide areas on that far side. Neither team an opportunity on goal yet, just 3.5 minutes in. Little opportunity here now for the Rangers. They're going straight up the middle and taking down hard there. The hard tackle was Raylan Hinojosa. 15 goals on the season for the Rangers, is throwing to be taken on the near side. Taken by Botcher. Long throw-in. Gets about to the 35 yards out from goal. Ends up with the Cougarettes as they're continuing to work down that far side. Cuts it back up the middle. Just opted for a little short pass. They get to Hotchkiss. Sardlick pass, losing possession, trying to get out of there. Defensive third as it's now in the midfield area. Almost takes out one of our cameras. Throwing to be taken here. Ends up with the Cougarettes is coming screaming down from the defensive third. Is Smithwick getting the ball back with the Rangers across in, cut off by the Cougarettes. Back with the Rangers again. Briscoe squares it off to the far touch line. Trying to keep it in. Ball back with the Cougarettes. They're running down the numbers with Meyer. Meyer cuts it back to the middle, plays it to Hendricks. And that errant pass ends in a Ranger throw-in taken. Smithson Valley at the top of District 26. 11-4-2 on the season. And district play their 9-1-1. And only allowed 2 district goals. And have scored 55 in district play, a goal differential of plus 53. Tied for the best goal differential with Piper. Piper sitting at third. Were previously at fourth before their victory against Canyon. Piper 9-2 in district and 56 goals for and 53 plus on the goal differential, so 3 allowed. As it's been a game in the midfield so far. No team quite yet finding their footing, just about 6.5 minutes in. Still 0-0 here on Rangers Network. Cole Pavelio alongside you. There's a through ball here, an opportunity for the Rangers. It'll be Briscoe in a foot race, and she ends up with the ball. Cuts it back towards the end line. Loses possession. Opportunity squandered there for the Rangers as Briscoe still trying to compete for possession of the ball. Neither team being heavy on possession yet, as Meyer looking for the through ball, and it gets cut off by the back line of the Rangers. There you see why this Rangers squad has only allowed 2 district goals. Vital piece to why this team is atop the district table. Being fouled there was Hinojosa. We'll have a free kick about 30 yards out, straight down the middle. First time Muchagimba will be challenged here. We'll see if they place it on the hashes or if it's straight down the middle. It'll actually be farther out than originally thought about. 39 yards out. The far hash. It'll be Alex Smithwick, the future Concordia player. That will take the shot here. Left-footed. She'll be looking for that left post. Smithwick fires one, and that one just rises a little bit too much. Doesn't challenge Muchagimba. Muchagimba did allow a goal from a free kick on Tuesday against Piper. It's one of those floaters that just kept floating, and Muchagimba charged it a bit too much and let it go over her. Rangers now in possession here in a dangerous spot. Chance here for the Rangers. There's a shot straight at Muchagimba's chest. That was Briscoe on the shot and saved by Muchagimba. Keeps it 0-0 after 2 shots. We'll see this counterattack here by the Cougarettes. And foul actually called against the Cougarettes as Hinnick was looking for the foul called on her, but ultimately goes against her. Hinnick, another one of those players that you can identify easily with the blue cleats. Good crowd here on hand tonight in this district rivalries. We're just a little over 10 minutes of game played. Canyon Piper on Tuesday was a 1-0 defeat for Canyon as they lost to Piper, just thanks to the one Piper goal. So Piper takes the season series against the Cougarettes with 2-0. Squaring off to the near touchline on the run here. Now is Stevens. Crosses it in, and Muchagimba gobbles it up. So no shot on goal there. Rangers coming into play here in the past 3 minutes. As both teams still finding their footing here early on in this matchup. Bailey Hotchkiss down the left side looking for Meyer, and I think Meyer would have been offside. Throwing for the Cougarettes now. Meyer with the ball keeps it on the pitch with the back line of the Rangers. Izzy Sutherland pokes out a play, stopping the forward momentum, but deep throwing for the Cougarettes now. Hinnick with the ball. As the defense pokes it away, and now the Rangers trying to get possession of the ball and start the counterattack, but the quick passing of the Cougarettes keeps them from gaining possession. Smithson Valley scored 61 goals on the season, only allowed 6 so far. Average just a little under 4 goals a game. That average goal a game of just under 4 is why they've been so successful this season, why they're atop the District 26 table. It's also why they were successful last season, just the lone loss in the playoffs. Coming in the final game of the season. Shot by their Meyer. Deflected, and that was Hotchkiss on the follow-up after the deflection. Waters will boot this one away. On night, that's perfect for soccer, just in the low 60s. Perfect soccer weather here in South Central Texas. After a few weeks of spring, we're heading back to winter for a little bit. We'll likely get spring soon enough as you see all the mosquitoes around this area starting to emerge. And you'll see the bats emerge from Bracken Bat Cave soon enough, as well as being taken down. There was Natalia Hendricks. Looks like they're calling Addie Briscoe, the forward, on the foul. 40-plus yards from goal. It'll be interesting to see what the Cougarettes opt to do here. Sarlish over the ball, as it's Hendricks that will take the kick, actually. Right-footed, just one in front of her. That one goes straight to Waters as she has to parry it away, and just getting there in time was one of those in-swinging floaters that just stayed in the air forever, and Waters had to play it on the bounce. Now a corner coming up for the Cougarettes. Will be taken by Maldonado. Just 2 in the box currently for the Cougarettes, but 3 will run in. Crowd in Waters, and they crowd Waters, and Waters with the save. Looked like just a small deflection. Waters, with the quick reflexes of a cat, keeps it a 0-0 game. Just about 14 minutes in. Still 0-0 after only a few shots between both teams. 4 total shots between the Rangers and the Cougarettes so far. Looking for Meyer. Meyer with a through ball, and coming out of goal is Waters, as Hotchkiss was looking to be on the receiving end of that pass. Booting it away is Waters. Heavy touch straight to a Ranger, though. Keeps possession for Smithson Valley. Long ball over the top, looking for, looked like Hinojosa down that far touch line. Rangers scoring 60 goals in their 11 victories, and only allowing 1 on the season when they have won matches. That's why Coach Atkins and Sean Douglas and Brooke Muchagimba, assistant coaches for Jason Atkins, have been so successful this season, as there's a foul called right in front of the AR. That lone goal allowed in a victory was to start the season against Victoria West, and that Ranger Classic that started off the 2024 year, where Smithson Valley faced Victoria West, Bowie, and Brennan, outscoring opponents 6-1 in the Ranger Classic. Through ball here. Waters will have to come out, and is Hinnick that is fouled, but no foul is called. Would have been right on the edge of the penalty box. We'll see this foul here was very close, about 2 yards out of the penalty box, but no foul was called, but would have been a decisive call. Would have been a great opportunity for the Cougarettes here in minute 17. 0-0 still. Thrown to be taken by Ilana Sarlish. Smithson Valley was co-champions of the Ranger Classic. They opted to go with co-champions as it came down to penalty kicks on January 5th against the Brennan Bears. Smithson Valley took it 5-4 on PKs. We were here on that day as well, and it was a tightly contested matchup. We have another tightly contested one here on Rangers Network, as these two teams are fighting for playoff seeding at this point in the season. As going down the middle is Meyer, and she is taken down at about the 28 yards out from goal. They'll be right over that penalty circle. Big spot here for the Cougarettes, and big spot for Waters. 4 in the wall. 2 standing over the ball for the Cougarettes. Currently it's Myers and Hendricks. See if it'll be Meyer or Hendricks that will take the shot. Only 2 in the wall. Meyer with the right-footed shot over the crossbar. Too tall. Keeps it 0-0, and we've got a line change for the Rangers now coming up, and you see the shot by Meyer is opting to run over. It was Hindress for the dummy, and then with an absolute blast of a shot, Meyer sends it through the uprights for 3 points during football season. But here in soccer season, it remains 0-0. Water with the goal kick, plays it short, straight across the face of goal. The Rangers looking to move quickly here as looked like getting attacked by the turf monster there was Addie Schultz. Throw-in taken by the Cougarettes. Near touchline. Looking for the through ball, looking for McGuire. Goes off a Ranger last for Cougarettes throwing right in front of their bench. They started the season off with 4 straight victories against Odessa, Brennan, Bowie. They took place in the Ranger Classic as well, where they outscored their opponents 11-1. There's a little flick there, keeps the ball from going to the attacking third for the Cougarettes. Just being ran into there, a heavy clash between, it looks like, Newton and Hindress. No cards are shown, though. Newton has a yellow card on the season. For a Ranger squad that has accumulated 5 players with yellow cards, and Coach Jason Atkins himself having a yellow card on the season. Looks like the Cougarettes might try to be loft one into the penalty box here. Off the boot of Bechtel. And Waters will claim it as being called for offside of the Cougarettes. Halfway through the first half, and it's still 0-0. For 2 teams that average over 3 goals a game. Canyon averaging just slightly over that, and when they surpass that 3-goal threshold, they're 8-0 on the season here. The Cougarettes looking to get something started to cross in, and Waters, though, first one to it after it came off the left boot of Hindress. Possibly the weaker foot for Hindress, wasn't the strongest of crosses. Stayed on the ground. Trying to go over the top here of the Cougarettes, and foot race now is it's Hinnick trying to get to her, and she is taken down. It looks like they're giving the penalty. And yellow card is shown as well. Picking up the yellow is Caitlin North, the junior defender. Coach Atkins not happy with the call as well, as it's Hinnick and North that came together. And down in a heap is Alex Smithwick, as she was watching that one on the video board. And there you see Coach Atkins not happy with the call here. Looks like Callie Meyer talking over with Hindress about who will take the penalty kick here. Looks like it'll be Hindress. Hindress versus Waters here. And Hindress tries to poke it past Waters, and she does with a soft shot straight past the diving glove of Waters. Has it a 1-0 game for the Cougarettes. Just a little bit of finesse for the first goal. Coming in the 21st minute of the first half. And the goal is attributed to Natalie Hindress, and you could give a assist essentially to Hindress, who herself was the one called. Actually, it was Hinnick who was taken down. A 1-0 game nonetheless here on Rangers Network, as the Cougarettes lead the Rangers 1-0. We're having a substitution here on the far side. Is coming in is Alondra Sanchez, the freshman. Coming in is Jordan Todd. It looks like the head ref will have a talk with Coach Atkins here. See what this is about, and are they about to administer another card to possibly the bench of the Rangers? Looks like Coach Atkins might have just been getting a warning. Didn't see a yellow card shown. Not too sure what the discussion happening here is. Looks like it might have to do with the time on the board. This time has been reset to 22:41. As it's now back to 18:50, so I think it was just a matter of time being correct on the board, as we're at 18:45 on the board now. 1-0 game between the Cougarettes and the Rangers after the penalty kick by Italia Hendricks, the junior. As the Rangers will be looking to negate that 1-goal deficit here quickly, as they're moving up the field with great momentum here, as that one is called to go off the Cougarettes. And Nina Rocha. Ball played to the middle. Back with the Cougarettes now after the throw-in. They're running down the left wing. Through ball to Hinnick. Just poking it away there, though. As the Rangers' defensive line stopping the attack for the moment, allowing the defense to reset. Rocha will take the throw-in. Meyer taken down there. Dispossessed are the Rangers. Just trying to clear it right now, but the Cougarettes not giving up possession easily, and Meyer goes down in a heap. Is a hard tackle by Newton. Back with Meyer, though. Meyer, who will play at Angelo State next season after signing her letter of intent, and she goes down again. Running quickly up the middle now is the Rangers, a through ball. And just going down a heap is one of the Cougarettes defenders. Long shot, and that goes into the netting. Would have ended up in San Antonio if the netting wasn't there. Just the third shot for the Rangers. 7 total shots here in the first half between the two teams. Goal kick taken by a defender for the Cougarettes. Headed to the midfield area for the Rangers, and that goes off of Hinnick's body. So a throw in for the Rangers now. The near side. Flicks it forward with the head. It goes all the way to the defensive line of the Rangers. For a team that reaches over 3 goals a game, when they do not reach that, they're 4-4-1 on the season for the Smithson Valley Rangers. So that 3-goal mark is relatively vital for Smithson Valley. They're currently a 1-goal deficit. Here in the 24th minute. 1-0 game. The Rangers with their 37th district goal on the season. What's their district goal differential up to 32? Rangers trying to get out of their defensive third here. Haven't quite been able to do it consistently here tonight yet, but here physical play starting to emerge here in the latter half of the first half. Once this district matchup between these two Comal schools, you always know you'll get a physical game. as this clock continues to tick down. Will become even more physical as we near the 80th minute. All those charts that you just know the physicality will go up as time ticks forward. Long throw in here. Meyer on the other end. She tries to keep it in. She does. Hotchkiss trying to be the first one to it for the Cougarettes. Defenders of the Rangers, that's Maddie Cormie, one of the sophomores on this Rangers squad. Having to play defense there, having to drop back from the midfield area. There's a long throw in taken by Rocha. She was scanning there quite a while. A little 1-2 action between Sanchez and North. Make that McGuire. Ball ends up in possession, though, of the Cougarettes. Losing her footing there for a second was Hinojosa. Canyon's 5-game win streak we mentioned was snapped on Tuesday by Piper. During that 5-game win streak, Canyon was outscoring opponents 23-1. Eventually, one more goal was the win streak ender, as it was Ava Trevino of the Warriors who scored the goal. And here, driving up the middle, is Hinojosa. Right-footed shot just across into the box is what it ended up being from Hinojosa, who has 15 goals on the season with 6 assists. Those 15 goals leads the Rangers squad. Second behind her is Addie Briscoe with 10. Thrown in from the Cougarettes bench now. 27th minute, 1-0. Cougarette lead. Canyon, that 3-goal mark is vital for that team as well. When they do not reach that 3-goal mark, that's where all their losses and ties has come from as well. 2-2-2, a win-loss tie record for the Cougarettes when they don't reach that 3-goal mark. As they'll be looking to, both teams looking to get to that 3-goal mark first here to get the victory. We'll just see which one gets to it quicker. As the Cougarettes have the 1-0 advantage. Throw in taken by Hinojosa here on the far touchline. She leaves it for Smithwick. Midfielder senior, as that one goes to Muchigimba. Muchigimba, one of those common names here in the Comal ISD area. There's a podiatrist, that's a Muchigimba. There's a goalie, a coach, and I'm sure you could find a whole bunch of other professions that are Muchigimbas here in the New Braunfels area. As a foul takes down Hennick there. Foul called on Newton, who has a yellow card on the season. 29th minute. About to conclude here on Rangers Network. 1-0. Cougars lead. The Cougarettes lead. After a penalty kick converted in the 21st minute by Hendricks. Gave Canyon the 1-0 advantage here in Spring Branch, Texas. There's a shoulder tackle there. Makes Ashlyn Anderson lose possession. There's a line change for the Rangers coming up. Handful of players coming on. A handful going off for Smithson Valley. Throw and taken by Peyton Cox, the freshman. One of 4 freshmen on this squad. Through ball looking for Briscoe as it goes off her back heel. Rangers get possession back and reset all the way to the defensive line. They'll opt to play it down the touchline. Trying to open some passing lanes. Cougarettes now on the near touch line is sound like someone was yelling at Jordan. Jordan Todd, midfielder for the Rangers. One of 2 captains. Kayla Stevens being the other for the Rangers. Rangers now going the other way. Have some options. Through ball up the middle. And it just gets poked away as almost getting there just in time was Addie Briscoe. They have good attacking momentum for the Rangers. Throw and taken by Botcher into the penalty box. No one can quite get on the other end of it for the Rangers. Not too many attacking opportunities here in the first half so far for the Navy and White. For a team that scored over 130 goals last season and allowed just 13. That season where they went 27-1. That lone loss coming in the playoffs. Cougarettes opting to play possession soccer here in the last 10 minutes of the first half, as the Rangers are starting to turn up the volume of attacking play. As that one's played for a through ball, looking for Hinnick down the right side. It's a foot race and Hinnick crosses it towards goal. Doesn't quite go all the way goalwards. Will count as a shot regardless. Off the right foot of Hinnick and playing it short again is Waters. Rangers trying to get it upfield quickly. Rangers just haven't found the passing lanes quite yet. Would still be a 0-0 game if it wasn't for the penalty kick in the 21st minute, as Hendricks was fouled. Left area of the penalty box. She converted that penalty kick. Is now Hotchkiss driving in, left-footed shot, and there's a follow-up by Meyer, and it just goes over the crossbar. Keeps it a 1-0 game. Will be a change for the Cougarettes, as that is Ashlyn Anderson, one of the 3 captains. Going off and coming on is Kylie Ortega, the sophomore. "34th minute here on Rangers Network. It's 1-0 as Waters takes the goal kick. Square pass from Pipes. Looking down the left touch line as Pipes almost gets to it. Throw and taken quickly by Smithson Valley. Pipes with the ball, trying to keep possession, shielding the defender away. The errant pass ends up with the Cougarettes. Meyer collects the ball. Looking for a through ball over the top, and it will go into the 18-yard box, and Waters will wander on out and collect that one. Roll it to Bodger. Smithson Valley only 3 shots, 1 on goal here in the first half compared to Canyon with their 3 on goal with 6 shots. So on goal percentage in favor of Canyon so far as we enter the last 5 minutes of the first half. These two first matched up on February 6th at Canyon. That was a 0-0 tie after 80 minutes. So you see how these two compare in the past, and you see why this game is so heavily competitive so far here. If it weren't for that foul, very well still would be a 0-0 game. Through ball looking for Pipes. We'll get into it first is the captain, Bradley Bechtel, for the Cougarettes, but throwing coming up for the Rangers in front of the Cougarette bench. We'll have some substitutions. As taking the throw in now will be Peyton Cox, the freshman. The freshman defender takes the throw in. And it's booted away by the back line. The Cougarettes, as the Rangers still looking for some type of attacking lane here in the first half. Trying to find some kind of lane. Right now is Annie Briscoe. You see why this Cougarettes back line has only allowed a handful of goals on the season as we tick under 3 minutes to go. In the last 2 games, Canyon has allowed 1 goal apiece. 1 goal allowed to Burning Champion, 1 goal allowed to Piper. Here's an opportunity for the Rangers here if they can get possession back. And possession now going the other way with Hennick, and she is falling down to the turf. No foul called though, and Hennick now in a foot race trying to get the ball back, and fouled there though is Tyler Bodger as she caught a boot of Hennick, and it looks like Hennick has shown the yellow card for the tackle on Bodger, who's coming up a little slow, just trying to shake out that left foot. So 2 yellow cards in this match. You see what the fans think of that yellow card shown. Myers standing over 10 yards away from the ball to take the free kick. It's a floater. Goes into the penalty area but headed away by the stout back line, and a heavy, strong tackle there. Takes out Meyer. And looks like we might have a yellow card given to. We're talking with Coach Sergio Martinez, at least after the heavy challenge. And Coach Sergio Martinez has shown yellow as well. The 3rd yellow card of the match after the heavy challenge on Meyer. We talked about how this game will get more physical as time ticks away. You gotta be thinking both these coaches just trying to keep their players safe. The ref trying to maintain peace between these 2 rivals. Now, the players will have to be cautious of saying anything about the reffing here, as Hinojosa was being talked to by the head referee. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. 38 minutes have come and gone. It's a 1-0 game. Through ball over the top as the Rangers are trying to find those passing lanes still. Quick throw and taken. There into the middle. Muchagimba gets to it first, and going down is Hinojosa, and she is called for being fouled. And so we've got our second penalty kick coming up. All those close calls again, and a tough penalty given as Muchagimba was coming out to collect the ball, and you see him just making contact from the Hinojosa there. So now Muchagimba has to face a penalty kick as well. Right foot driven shot in. It's a knotted up at 1-1 now. Just opting for the driven shot there was Jordan Todd for her 10th goal of the season. The captain leading from the front. As it's knotted up 1-1 just before the half. Gets by a diving Muchagimba and gets under that right glove. We see this replay from a couple of different angles. Just keeps it driven on the ground. Doesn't even quite find the corner, but manages to get enough on it to get by Muchagimba. In the 38th minute for the forced Rangers goal. And it's back at 1-1. 2 penalty kicks, 2 penalties converted. As we take to the 39th minute now. Both teams will be going all out here in this last minute for someone to have the advantage heading into the half. Canyon trying to be the team that leads it into the half and calls for handball there against the Rangers. And if this one rolls out, you've got to imagine this will likely do it for the first half here. 4 shots in the first half for Smithson Valley. 2 being on goal. Canyon with 5 shots, 3 being on goal. That's how we're at a 1-1 game here as the first half comes to a close after the goal kick taken by Waters. So heading into the half, nothing between these two teams. 1-1. No teams leading right now here on Rangers Network. We'll be back with the last 40 here on Rangers Network after the half.
Hey, I got another one for you. And just look at the hole in this line. You could drive a truck right through there. I mean, the refrigerator William Perry could get a first down there. But you know who's going to get their number called for this one? Yeah, that's right, Dr. Ferris. He's like a ligating linebacker. Boom, just like that. And that's why Ferris Orthodontics is going to get the MVP for this one.
GBTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business. From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GBTC has everything you need to stay connected. We're committed to building a stronger, better, connected future. Our GBTC Foundation's charitable support and industry-leading products help you stay connected to what matters most. GBTC, connecting you.
Welcome to Summerhill Dental, your Hill Country dentist. We are located just a few miles from Smithson Valley High School and ready to serve the entire family's needs. We specialize in same-day crowns, implants, sleep apnea, and whole health smiles. We love our community and we are proud to call ourselves Rangers. Come see us today.
Guys, look what just came in. Just in time.
Please tell me it's our hats.
It is, but These aren't the right ones.
Oh, great. What are we gonna do now? These will never work.
Hey, I know. Why don't we call your dad, no? Jeremy Fuller, State Farm Insurance, can help with anything.
Well, usually you can, but...
Great idea. He helped my grandma with her business insurance.
Yes, he does that, but not...
Yes, he even helped my mom with her boat insurance.
Yes, that's great, but he doesn't insure shipping.
There they are. I've been looking all over for those. The teachers are having a pool party after swim practice is done. And I think you're looking for these.
Thanks, Principal Snyder. Now we are ready.
And so are we.
Let's do this.
You have access to a reality-bending GVTC AR experience that will connect you to your school's athlete within the GVTC service area. Go to levelup.gvtc.com. Once there, touch Start Experience Now. Select either a Ranger, Charger, Warrior, or Greyhound. Now you're ready to touch Start Experience on your athlete's page. Allow access to your camera and touch the purple Continue button. And here is where you will place your athlete in whatever environment you want to interact with them. Scale them and rotate them to match the scene you put them in.
With GVTC Fiber Internet, I'm unstoppable.
Now, change the angle you see them by moving your phone. You can even screen capture a portrait with your athlete.
It's fast, powerful, and always on point.
Tap the Explore GVTC button for even more cutting-edge products that can help connect you to the world.
I'm Megan Hembry.
I'm Tyler Ferris, and we're Ferris Orthodontics. You going first?
Okay. I was a fourth grader, and I went to the orthodontist, and there were two things that I liked. First, everyone seemed just as happy as they could be. So I thought, this is great. They're all happy. Second, they were all dressed the same. So fourth grade Megan was like, I think this is the job for me.
For me, I grew up in Brady, Texas, small town, and from a very normal family, and it was essentially, hey, who needs orthodontics the worst? And it happened to be my brother. And so the nearest orthodontist was in San Angelo, Texas, and so that's quite a drive. Somehow I was commissioned to work on his mouth, and so I would get in there with pliers and needle nose pliers and whatnot, and adjust, and people would laugh and say, oh, he's going to be an orthodontist, and then boom, it happened. I think there's several things that set us apart from other ortho offices, and there's lots of great ones around, but I think we really made a niche in terms of how efficient we are through treatment. Sometimes moms will complain that the magazines are good, but they don't have time to read them because their kid is already up and out, or they haven't had enough time to jump in and talk with their friends at the chair. So we try to get all patients in and out quickly, efficiently. Nobody's more busy now than the average American mom. And so we're great with that. We are so serious about getting each one just like it should be, really rendering great care.
Yeah, we're efficient, but we also deliver great care too. You know, we take pride in the results that we get. And I think one of the strengths of our practices is just that our staff, I mean, they've been around. Like we've had staff that are here 10 or 15 years, and the kids get to know them. And they probably talk sometimes more to our assistants than they do us because they get to know them, and those assistants know a lot about what's going on with them. So, yeah.
And it's such an amazing thing because as time goes along, you're not just co-workers, you're family. Mm-hmm. And then once you're family and you're taking care of each other, then it's easier to take care of the people that come through those doors right there.
Sometimes when I see patients' names, I remember them as like the 8-year-old little boy that walked in that first day. And that's how I see them. And then at the end of treatment when they're 14 years old or 13 and they've grown up on us. And
I never get tired of seeing that amazing change that goes on from 8, 9 up through mid-teenage years. Such a powerful thing to be able to change someone's perspective and feeling about themselves, their self-worth, their self-consciousness. And we see people all the time, old and young alike, who come in and they won't even hardly smile when we're trying to do our exam. Or they'll give us kind of a half smile and we're like, no, you really gotta smile. And I don't wanna smile like that. And that's when we can say, hey, that right there, we're gonna change that. Just wait till we're finished.
Hey, I got another one for you. And just look at the hole in this line. You could drive a truck right through there. I mean, the refrigerator William Perry could get a first down there. But you know who's going to get their number called for this one? Yeah, that's right, Dr. Ferris. He's like a ligating linebacker. Boom, just like that. And that's why Ferris Orthodontics is going to get the MVP for this one.
GVTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business. From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GVTC has everything you need to stay connected. We're committed to building a stronger, better, connected future. Our GVTC Foundation's charitable support and industry-leading products help you stay connected to what matters most. GVTC, connecting you.
Welcome to Summerhill Dental, your Hill Country dentist. We are located just a few miles from Smithson Valley High School and ready to serve the entire family's needs. We specialize in same-day crowns, implants, sleep apnea, and whole health smiles. We love our community and we are proud to call ourselves Rangers. Come see us today.
Guys, look what just came in. Just in time.
Please tell me it's our hats.
It is, but these aren't the right ones.
Oh, great. What are we gonna do now? These will never work.
Hey, I know. Why don't we call your dad, no? Jeremy Flores, State Farm Insurance, can help with anything.
Well, usually you can, but...
Great idea. He helped my grandma with her business insurance.
Yes, he does that, but not...
Yes, he even helped my mom with her boat insurance.
Yes, that's great, but he doesn't insure shipping.
There they are. I've been looking all over for those. The teachers are having a pool party after swim practice is done. And I think you're looking for these.
Thanks, Principal Snyder. Now we are ready.
And so are we.
Let's do this.
You have access to a reality-bending GVTC AR experience that will connect you to your school's athlete within the GVTC service area. Go to levelup.gvtc.com. Once there, touch Start Experience Now. Select either a Ranger, Charger, Warrior, or Greyhound. Now you're ready to touch Start Experience on your athlete's page. Allow access to your camera and touch the purple Continue button. And here is where you will place your athlete in whatever environment you want to interact with them. Scale them and rotate them to match the scene you put them in.
With GVTC Fiber Internet, I'm unstoppable.
Now, change the angle you see them by moving your phone. You can even screen capture a portrait with your athlete.
It's fast, powerful, and always on point.
Tap the Explore GVTC button for even more cutting-edge products that can help connect you to the world.
It's 40 minutes down and 40 minutes to go here on Rangers Network as Coach Jason Atkins and the Smithson Valley Rangers look to continue their 5-game win streak. Currently all knotted up here on Rangers Network, 1-1 between the two teams. Both goals coming via the penalty kick. First one by Natalia Hendricks in the 21st minute. And the second one by Captain Jordan Todd in the 38th minute as she was clipped by Isabella Muchagimba there in the dying minutes of the first half, and Smithson Valley will have the second half kickoff here here to start the last 40 minutes, as it's just 2 district games left for both these teams after tonight. Smithson Valley currently atop the district standings. Canyon sitting in the 4th spot. Canyon still has to face Seguin and Wagner on the season. Smithson Valley still has 3 games left after tonight. They've got Bernie Champion, Piper, and a Westlake team that has 8-3-1. And as the Cougarettes starting off quickly here as it's Meyer and Hennick there, and Meyer taken down. She was going for a ball in the air. Cougarettes here to start the second half, looking to fire on all cylinders, looking to regain that 1-goal lead as the cross will peter out over the end line. As Waters will take the goal kick. 2 options short. She'll opt to play straight to Newton down the left touch line. As Newton's looking over the top and looking for a long ball, as that one's going all the way to the defensive third of the Cougarettes and playing it back to Muchagimba, and she'll just have to boot it away. Deep throw-in coming up for the Rangers. This one throwing coming up for the Cougarettes. After it last went off a Ranger. Last loss for the Rangers was against Champion, a 2-0 defeat. That was their last goal given up before going on their 5-game win streak where they lost 2-1. Before that, they hadn't given up a goal in quite a while, as well as they were on a 4-game win streak and had the tie against Canyon. Is now the Rangers here looking for an opportunity here in the penalty box. Goes off the head of a Ranger and just goes off the crossbar of the field goal. Close call there for the Rangers as they were trying to be the ones leading from the front for the first time today. Looked like it went off the head of Jordan Ty, looking for a brace. If she were to connect that one just a little bit better off the head. Todd's sitting at 10 goals on the season now. For a Ranger team that has now scored 62 goals on the season. And 55 in district play. Now sitting at 56. Looking around the rest of the district. Champion playing Piper tonight, so that's the second and third seeds going at it. You have Tivy against Wagner. Seguin has the night off. They will play Canyon next. Then Veterans Memorial has the night off as well, and they'll play against Kerrville Tivy in their next match. But due to Canyon's loss on Tuesday, there was some shift in the district table. Smithson Valley stuck at the number 1 spot. Champion moved up a spot to number 2. Piper moved up as well to number 3 as the Rangers are looking for that second goal here, as they're playing some dangerous passes in the penalty area. Another Ranger throwing coming up here in the attacking third. Far side to be taken by Botcher. Head around a few times. And it's Briscoe who gets to the end of it first, as before the Cougarettes boot it out of the 18-yard box. Dragging it back. There was Ilana Sarlish of the Cougarettes and drawing the foul. As it's Shannon Best who will take the kick here. Both goals coming in the back 20 of the first half. As Meyer right now looking for a passing lane, trying to find Hinnick. Cut off by the defensive line of the Rangers, is now playing it all the way back to the back three as that one rolls out of play. Will be a deep throw in for the Cougarettes. Shielding the ball well is Anderson. Trying to poke it away there was Jordan Todd for the Rangers. Right now the Cougarettes switching the field and handball called there on Hinnick. Taking the kick here for the Rangers. Long driven pass there from one of the Rangers as the foul is called. Just about 6 minutes down here in the second half, and so still not up at 1-1. After a couple of penalty kicks, got us here. Step over there by Hendricks. Looking for the passing line up to the attacking third. That goes off a downed Ranger Botcher. Foot race down the right wing. Briscoe. Another Ranger throwing, coming into the attacking third, looking for the long throw here. Gets it into the 18-yard box. Poked back, left-footed, poke towards goal, but goes wide left for the first shot for either team here in the second half. Going off the left boot of Pipes. Opting to take the goal kick for the Cougarettes here is Riley Kitchen, the captain. Boots it away with the right boot. Nice touch by Meyer. Lays it off to Hendricks. Hendricks almost losing possession, gets it back to Meyer. Meyer with some fancy footwork, keeping possession still for the Cougarettes in their defensive third. And just having to opt to boot it out is Canyon. He's almost taken out one of our camera operators, as that one was. Throw in taken by Grace Nina Wirtz. Another one just poked out. Another Ranger throwing in the deep attacking third. Selena Wirtz will take the throw in again. She'll throw it short. Errant throw as the Rangers have to recycle it. Booted away by the Cougarettes. Stops the attacking options for the Rangers for the time being. Just 8 minutes come and gone here in the second half. 32 to go still. It's all knotted up at 1-1. A strong throw there on the far side. A lot of back and forth between these two teams throughout the history of these two schools. Original two Comal ISD schools, Canyon and Smithson Valley. Really the only two options out here in the hill country for quite a while other than New Braunfels. Through ball there to Hinnick. Hinnick loses possession, booting it away there. The back line. Tyler Botcher, the freshman, coming up in a big spot there. Big throw looking for Hinnick here in the penalty area. Tries to recycle it to Hendricks, and Hendricks gets it to Waters. That's as far as it goes. First shot for the Cougarettes here in half number two. 2 shots in total, 1 apiece. Big boot by Waters. Jockeying for position was Meyer and Schultz there. Through ball looking for Hinnick. Pass cut off Foul called on the Cougarette. Handful of yellow cards in the first half. Shown to Coach Martinez. One as well. Coach Atkins got a talking to at one point as well. Player for each side with a yellow card. Night where it started at right around 61 degrees as spring is around the corner. Cougarettes throwing, coming on the near touchline. Anderson will take it. Just a few degrees cooler here as Meyer taken down right in front of the AR, and foul is called. So a crossing position here for the Cougarettes coming up. We'll see how many the Cougarettes opt to put in the penalty area. Currently 3, and to take it will be Mackenzie Maldonado, the right. The senior left-footed and swinger, and Waters the first one to it on the hop. Didn't really give Cougarettes any option there as that one was driven low. And a flick towards the attacking third. The Rangers have some momentum here and a heavy shoulder tackle. And ultimately ends up with the Cougarettes. We talked about how the physicality will start to turn up here, and Meyer trying to find some type of room as she's just trying to keep possession, ultimately comes up losing it. Meyer, one of two players we'll see at the collegiate level soon enough, and there's a heavy tackle there by Riley Kitchen. And the Rangers play it quickly, and the ref says bring it back as it was played too quickly for his liking. Smithwick there just trying to catch Canyon off guard. Looks like just a little note taken by the head ref. Eight in the box currently, or right on the edge of the penalty box for the Rangers. Driven shot towards goal, and it's straight to Muchagimba. Long shot taken from a long ways away and had a lot of pace on it. The first shot on goal here in the second half comes from a free kick almost 50 yards out. As the defensive line of the Rangers being called to action here. Being fouled there. Caitlin North, the junior defender. Reset play here. Just a little 8 minutes under 60 minutes. Deadlocked at one apiece between the Rangers and the Cougarettes after the two penalty kicks for either side. One for either side. Has us deadlocked both times. Just snuck past the keeper. Hendricks' goal. Got under Waters as she went for the chip option to the right side. Then Todd's goal. She snuck it past a diving Muchagimba to the left. Looks like the ref's got to tie his shoe, and he'll take his time on some substitutions as well. Going off is Smithwick. We'll see her at Concordia after her time here with the Rangers is done. Over the touchline. Goal kick coming up for the Cougarettes. Smithwick, 4 goals on the season with 7 assists. Goal kick taken by Kitchen. One of 3 captains for the Cougarettes. Others being Bradley Bechtel, Ashlyn Anderson. All 3 being seniors. And here's an option here for the Rangers. Cutting it back to the right side and going in for the far post is Hinojosa. Two-1 Ranger lead in the 55th minute. Sixteenth goal for Raylan Hinojosa. You'll see it again. She just cut back to the inside. Right foot curls it in just next to the post. 16th goal on the season for Hinojosa. Has the Rangers their first lead tonight. Cougarettes trying to take advantage of that mentality of you're always most dangerous after you give up a goal. Looks like the Rangers have stopped the first attack from the Cougarettes, but they're trying to build another attack here quickly, and they're attacking third. 4th shot in the second half is the game changer. Step over there by Hendricks. Gets by Cox. Waters plays it short quickly. That one goes out of play as North was just trying to play it too quickly. Anderson will take the throw in. Cougarettes still trying to get that 1 goal back now. Their first time in a deficit this match. They opened the scoring in the 21st minute in the first PK. Rangers knotted up in the 38th. Now the Rangers are with their first lead tonight, thanks to the goal by Hinojosa in the 55th minute. 24 minutes to go here at Rangers Stadium at Smithson Valley High School. As the Rangers looking to make it a 6-game win streak. Continue their winning ways as they look to get back to the playoffs with that #1 spot. Took the district last season when they were perfect, and they're looking to have a perfect attack here as they lose possession, though. On this winning streak, outscoring opponents with a 10-goal victory being their latest one. They're outscoring opponents 21-0. As things stand, they would make it 23-1. This Rangers squad has allowed 1 goal 5 different times on the season. Currently standing at 6 times. The most goals allowed was against Bernie Champion. That match on February 9th here at Rangers Stadium, as a few players go down in a heap and a foul called. Well, you talk about a potent Rangers offense, averaging over 5 goals a game in victories, and they're looking for a third one here. And Muchagimba comes out and is the first one to it. I was looking for the ball there. That time looks again to be Hinojosa, who's looking for a brace for herself. Heavy shoulder tackle there between 2 players, and you see Cougarette Hendricks giving a talking to the ref as 2 more players go down in a heap. That's Anderson and Peyton Cox. Just a graph of, as time goes on, this game will grow more physical. Already seen a handful of yellows in the first half. None here yet in the second. But all those yellow cards did come in the back 20 of the first half. So we'll have to wait to see what these last 20 brings. Going down in the heap there was number 12, Starlish of the Cougarettes. Now Cougarettes going down the right wing. Anderson looking for someone. And we'll just roll harmlessly to Waters. Just at the hour mark now. 2-1. Rangers lead thanks to a goal from Todd and Hinojosa. One coming via the penalty kick in the 38th minute. And then the goal in the 55th as Hinojosa stuck one in on the far post. Another opportunity here is looking for the long shot was Cox. And the deflection there by Anderson. She stood in harm's way and wore that one. As Cox was making a look at a 3-1 game. Still 2-1 though. Looks like a change will be made as coming off is Jordan Todd. One of the two captains for the Rangers, and now the Rangers looking for something here. Cross in, going across the face of goal. Still in the danger area. Reset all the way out in a shot wide left from Newton, the sophomore. Had a few opportunities there straight across the face of goal. Ultimately recycled it out about 18 yards out to the midfielder, Newton, who pulled it a little bit too much to the left. Here's another opportunity here, though, for the Rangers, and still in the 18-yard box. Back with Briscoe. It looks like they're calling Hinojosa for going over the back. You see Briscoe there talking with the head ref. Now, where the foul was called or maybe offside was given, nonetheless, the opportunity for the Rangers goes away. Cougarettes play it short to Bechtel. Pass cut back up the middle. Looking for the left wing, and it will roll out of play. One of the assistant coaches for the Cougarettes keeps it close by. Meyer trying to keep it with possession, but being jockeyed by a couple of Rangers. As it's middle school night here against the Cougarettes. Middle school night for Spring Branch Middle School and Smithson Valley Middle School. Two soccer teams respectively running out with the Rangers. The Spring Branch Wranglers and the Smithson Valley Mustangs coming out to the high school game here tonight. Looking to cheer on the Rangers to a victory here and continue that 5-game win streak. Free kick, 35 yards out, taken by Hendress. She stands over the ball. No wall. Right-footed, driven kick. Headed away, though, by Bodger. Throwing for the Cougarettes now. Meyer with the ball. Tried a shot, but deflected by a handful of Rangers. Couldn't quite find an attacking lane. Cougarettes recycle it out. Trying to find that lane that will knot it back up at 2 apiece. And Meyer fouled there, 40 yards out from goal. Foul going against Hannah Newton. Yellow card on the season. Standing over the ball. Hendricks once again. Looks like Coach Martinez will have another talking to with the head referee. Coach Martinez already on a yellow card. So big guy draw a fine line in the sand to not get a second one. Coach Martinez and the head referee's discussion is over. Hendricks over the ball. Right-footed. Goes over the top, and Waters will pick it up cleanly. As free kicks haven't been very deadly for either team so far. Waters will boot it away. Myers now trying to keep possession. She takes out a Ranger at the time being, and Meyer being taken out after that. Comes up a little slow and a heavy tackle there. As Hendricks goes down in a heap after trying to get the ball from Hinojosa. 50 yards out now. Taking it quickly is Smithwick going over the top, trying to find a runner. And it just goes out of play aimlessly. Substitution coming up here for the Rangers. As it's Callahan McGuire for Addie Briscoe. The senior coming on for the sophomore. Canyon playing it short. They'll have a deep defensive throw in. As the ball has to be wrangled for the throw in. As the San Antonio Rodeo concluded just a few days ago, now moving to Houston. Over 1.5 million people come to the city of San Antonio alone for the rodeo and concerts alike. A lot of stock showing. FFA members, I'm sure, here at Smithson Valley and Canyon as well. Both great FFA programs. Is Myers there losing possession for the Cougarettes. Long right wing side run there by Comrie. Keeps the ball with the Rangers. Cross in. And Hinojosa trying to be on the other end of it, but was shielded away by Bechtel. And Hinojosa was not happy with being shielded away. Still 2-1 here. 66th minute. As Hennick actually make that Meyer the one losing possession for the Cougarettes. Throwing to be taken now by Cox. She'll opt to have North take the throw in, the junior defender. Wind starting to whip here at Spring Branch, Texas. Well, in a little bit of a cold snap. We've had colder times here in the past few months as three players collide, and one of them being Hendricks and McGuire, two of the culprits of the three. Things have slowed down since that little flurry of attacking movements by the Cougarettes after giving up that second goal in the 55th minute. Last goes off a Ranger. The Cougarettes trying to take the throw quickly. Looking for Meyer down that right wing. Crosses it in across the face of goal. Dangerous, and Waters with a save. Just a little tap straight to Waters as she corralled that one. Just the second shot for Canyon here in half number 2. After the first half where they had 6 shots, and Meyer making a defender lose her footing. Rangers defense makes Canyon have to reset. Bechtel plays it all the way to the back line, and McGuire almost being the first one to it. A little push there from Cox goes unnoticed by the head ref. A few of the fans take some dislike to that during the throw-in. Driven pass cut off by the Cougarettes. Ball back over the Smithson Valley logo. Back with it is Cox. Myers takes it away, and Meyer loses her footing this time. Made a defender lose her footing. Now Meyer herself lost the footing this time. Looking for Cox there down the left wing. A little too much on it. So we're just about to enter the 70th minute. 2-1 Rangers lead here on Rangers Network. Meyer looking for Anderson, cut off by North. Foul on the play in favor of Smithson Valley. Straight on the midfield mark. As Meyer trying to get in the way of the Rangers there. As they reset it all the way back. Cougarettes trying to make a last 10-minute push here. Looking to come away with possibly another tie and at best a victory, but first they've got to get it knotted back up. The Rangers will not allow that here. As they look to make it a 6-game win streak, would be the longest of the season. Looks like 4 in the back line now for the Rangers, and McGuire making the defender lose her footing. Hinojosa there on the right wing side. Goes over the touch line though. Under 10 officially, the substitutions are happening for Canyon. It is Selena Wirtz going off and Riley Hinnick coming on. Bit more of an attacking mindset with Hinnick out there with Meyer. Has foul called on McGuire there. Right in front of the AR. Hard to argue the call there. Just let you know the Cougarettes know that they're giving them a throw-in. AR did signal for a foul, but head referee overrules the AR. Ball right down the touchline. It's a foot race, and McGuire watches it roll out as it's a deep Rangers throw-in. Look to extend this 1-goal lead to make it a 2-goal deficit. Big throw-in coming up here from Botcher. Gets it into the penalty area, and it's headed towards Muchagimba, who will collect it. Muchagimba looking to start the counterattack here. That's Anderson going down the right wing. Lays it off, and no one on the other end of it, though. Rangers for a second there trying to take the throw in quickly, and they'll opt to take a substitution here. As going off is Comrie for one of the captains, Kayla Stevens. Now North will take the throw in. As it almost takes out her camera once more. As it's Hinnick and multitude of other players trying to keep possession. Meyer on it now. Playing it forward for Hinnick. It's a foot race, and Waters comes out and just boots it away and almost takes out a Ranger with her. tight quarters there, and Waters just managed to boot it away as 3 players were straight in front of her. And Hennick right there, and Anderson clamoring for the ball to take the throw. And a couple of Rangers, though, knock it away, and Anderson again trying to get the ball quickly to reset play. So it's under 7 minutes to go, and that one is headed away, and that will be a corner coming up for the Cougarettes. It'll be Mackenzie Maldonado to take the corner. 5 going into the box. Make it 6 with Isabella Muchagimba coming up into the attacking half. And Canyon is putting everything on the line here with Isabella Muchagimba in the penalty box and just 1 player back. Left-footed. Maldonado in swinger. And Muchagimba will have to race back. Another one played into the penalty area. Headed towards goal. Waters pushes it to the crossbar. Another opportunity, and that one is wide. A flurry of shots there, and Canyon rolling the dice all out, bringing Isabella Muchagimba up for that corner. And Waters just getting a piece of one, pushing it to the crossbar, and that set up the follow-up opportunity. And Cougarettes have the ball back. Meyer down the right wing. Anderson now with the cross into their 18-yard box, flicked back by the Rangers. That one just goes straight to Waters as she goes to knees to pick that one up. Three shots in a less than a 60-second span for the Cougarettes is going down there, and actually called for the foul, or the Rangers being shown a card as well as Briscoe. Briscoe is taken out after the foul is called, and now talking with Coach Jason Atkins. Cougarettes can't find anyone to play to right here. Another aerial battle. Almost 2 heads clashing there. Everyone comes up all right. McGuire ends up with possession. Looking down the left wing. It's a foot race in the touchline. Ends up in the Rangers throwing. Hinojosa looking for McGuire, but back to Hinojosa. Dancing around, keeps possession. Pass is errant though. And a strong tackle there takes out Hendricks. Physicality starting to turn up to 11 here in the dying minutes. Big swing comes up empty there by Newton. Newton, a sophomore midfielder. So Rangers trying to keep this 1-goal deficit. Here in the 76th minute. 2-1 Rangers lead. Opportunity here for the Cougarettes. Crossing by Hennick, but Waters keeps the cross going anywhere. Big stop there by Waters to go to the ground and possibly having a Cougarette get a touch to it and poke it goalwards. Under 3 now. 76th minute. Substitution coming up here as going off is Newton. Coming on is Alyssa Pipes. 2:47 left on the clock. And Ahoza going for a goal, and that's just a little bouncer cleaned up by Muchagimba. Being tangled up there is Hotchkiss. Cougarettes will play it quickly as they're down the goal. I would knot it up. And there another heavy tackle. No foul called. Well, looking for a foul there was Hendress. You start to see the Cougarettes coaches trying to keep the ball close to the touchline for quick throw-ins. Waters will come to the edge of the 18-yard box. Go for the slide and kill off some time here, under 2 minutes. Ref right there, though, letting her know to keep the pace of play up. .90 seconds to go. Rangers with the goal lead here. Looking to split the series after the last one ending in a 0-0 tie between these two. Short throw in taken by North. Just over 70 seconds to go. And a strong tackle there as Shea called for the foul. Make that Addie Schultz, and she has shown the yellow card, and Hennick goes down in a heap. 2 yellows here in the second half for the Rangers, and you see how heavy of a fall there Hennick took. 64 seconds left, though, here at Rangers Stadium. And the Rangers lead it 2-1. One final push to be made from the Cougarettes. Long opportunity here, and Waters has to watch it bounce in. Hennick almost getting to it before Waters was able to corral that one. Waters boots it all the way into the attacking half for the Rangers, and it's called handball. 30 seconds to go. Cougarettes don't have a lot of time to reset here. And cut off by McGuire. One final push here by the Cougarettes, and one final stand to be made by the Rangers. 12 to go. And that will likely do it, as a quick throw-in will be needed here. And with under 10 to go, the throw-in is taken as time goes to 0. And the Rangers are filled with elation, taking the second game against the Cougarettes after a tie. Last time out, the Rangers take it 2-1 here on Rangers Network, thanks to a goal from Jordan Todd and Raylan Hinojosa, and a handful of yellow cards for either side. The Rangers move to 12-4-1, 10-2 in district play. The Cougarettes go to 13-3-2, 8-2-1 in district play, and the Rangers remain top of District 26 after the victory over the Cougarettes. 2-1 here on Rangers Network. Thank you for tuning in.